Welcome back to the FX Blueprint, guys, where we're looking at live markets and we are just getting an update on the dollar here. We're getting an update on gold and the dollar. As you can clearly see, gold went bananas. Gold went ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Last we looked at it was in 4 hours. I'm just going to pull up a video that we had the last time we were looking at gold and the dollar. We had said that it was going to get to 618 261, which was an extension from a retracement of both wave 4, retracement of wave 4 from wave 3, and a retracement of wave 2 from wave 1. And so what we identified when we looked at this video, when we were going through this video, was there was a head and shoulder pattern retracement here. We're still traveling within our channel. It shot up, gave us our 161.8 around our take profit, our stop loss right here, as you can clearly see. And then we predicted that, hey, this thing was going to go all the way to 2618 and hopefully break this region. We even highlighted a rectangle. So going back to the current market right now, where we are here. If I just zoom this in a day, here's the region we highlighted over here that we said we was going to. I'm just going to zoom it in one more time because this is a quick update. This is 4 hours. We're still looking at the same chart. The price right now is 3483, 3,483 for an ounce. Yeah, that's the price of the pair right now. And so if you have a look here quickly, this is where we were initially from that video. And you can clearly see we crossed 3420 a long time ago. And the extension has gone beyond pi. Because I remember last video we said, hey, this thing once it breaks 2618, it's going to go all the way to pi. We initially had 2618 right here. I've since removed it to clear out the market as the chart was expanding. So I'm just going to zoom it in again to an hour so we can see where we at. Clearly it broke this 2618 region, channeled all the way out. Right now we've got a teaser, which got triggered this morning, just to have a look at how far this thing is gonna go. To be honest with you, we're going far north. I think last time I analyzed this looking at a week, I had highlighted that this was gonna go all the way to like 4,000. I still think it's gonna go all the way to 4,000. It just broke this resistance, and naturally, just like any other resistance that's broken, I would anticipate it's gonna come back to 3,444, just as a retest, because this was a significant resistance. This thing bounced on it a couple of times. 1, 2, 3, 4. The fifth time it obviously broke it. I'm going to trim it down to an hour, go back down to 30. As you can obviously see what's going on here. I'm just going to grab this and make like some kind of stop loss. Make some kind of stop loss here. There's a teaser. This is not in any means to tell you to trade in any direction. Is the market going to go up? Yes, the market will go up. So wait for the market to give you a point to obviously try and enter, have a good entry point. Just want to mark this because this is like some sort of newly established bottom. So let's grab our Fibonacci, see exactly how far we're going. I'm gonna grab a fib from here, see this extension of ours, which gave us 161.8 over here, 161.8 over here, which was broken, went all the way, 200 was broken. This is an extension for a different leg. Remember, we have these labeled, right? If I go back to 4 hours, that's not very good, is it? If I go back to 4 hours, which you can clearly see, oh, sorry about that. That's interesting. We had it labeled on the previous video. That's why I completely erased it. So I was wondering, like, what the hell is actually going on here? Okay. If I do an hour And remember we said this was 1. If I just relabel this as 1 and say, hey, this is 1. We had said initially this was 1 and this was 2 over here. Let's look at the extension of wave 1. So the extension of wave 1 should give us the right numbers that we're looking for, which were 2618, which was right here. We established that. And then pi got broken. Now we're at 423, which is 4.23, which is now 4 times away from 23.8, 23.6, forgive me. That's a retracement number. Yeah, 23.6, 38.2, 50, 61.8, 78.6, 88.8. Those are significant retracement numbers. When we're going through our Fibonacci videos, which I've done, I go through all those significant Fibonacci retracement zones. So as you have a look here, we had, it has gone way past 423.6. I'm going to grab the other Fibonacci and overlay it on our previous Fibonacci. And don't worry about not seeing the difference. You will see the difference. Properties. That one's black, so we're going to make the stick red. And then we're going to, fib levels, we're going to change those to red. So it's, yep, red. So where do we see a confluence where the two Fibonacci sort of try to collide? Yeah. If they're on top of each other, it's an excellent point. If they're right next to each other, it's a zone. So I'm going to highlight 2618 from the red and the blue. This 2618. We'll change that to just blue and we color it. We'll change it to lime and we color it. Yeah, this is lime colored inside. This 2618, huge zone. Which other one was very significant? We've got 1618 and 2618 again, right? There's the 2618, 1618 in red, and there's a 2618 initially that we highlighted. These are like the two most significant zones where when we were doing this previously on the videos, we highlighted it. We said, hey, if the market's going to stop or bounce, it's going to come here, take your first profit, take your second profit. If I just go back to the previous video, it's exactly as we say. 2618 comes here. If I just go back a little bit, loads up, goes back again. Here's a Fibonacci, same thing. It was already from the wave 1 at 1618. It was gunning for 2618. Hence why in an hour, that's why we highlighted the 2618. Hence why we highlighted the 2618 in our hour. Because 2618 landed us where? It landed us right here. Our 2618 landed us right here. And since then, it respected and then bounced again. If I zoom this in into 15 minutes or 30 minutes, it was walking through the channel. Right? It was literally walking through the channel. The next question is, obviously, as I always like to say in my videos, where is the next direction? Are we going up or are we going down? I think overall we're going to 4,000. If I put a week, ignore everything else that you see. There's a lot of analysis from previous years. That includes Fibonacci. So if I do a month, if you want to do a month in your chats and have a look at what's going on in a month, reason why we're trading and going up. We saw the dojis, market did not go down. 3 dojis in a month and a full bull candle in a month. This month is just starting. It has 2 days. So that's important every single time you start a week or start a day or start a month. The first start, when the initial candle starts, have a look. See where it's going. Highlight your regions. Same with the day, same with the week. So this is how a month looks like. I think we're going all the way up. This thing has surged ridiculously. This is how a week looks like. This is how a day looks like with all our highlights. And this is how 4 hours look like. And I'm just going to zoom it back out a little bit so it looks presentable. But yeah, folks, that's it for today. What do I think of gold? I think gold needs to retrace and touch this. I think gold needs to come down here and then continue its journey. So if you've missed out on the entry point, don't worry, you're still fine. Okay? But do not enter the market in the middle of nowhere. Have some sense of direction. All right, folks, take it easy.